Hi Virgo, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. Thanks so much for your likes, your shares, and for all the new subscribers. I'm really excited. This is what I love doing. I love helping people, whether it's in a public forum like this or with individual one-on-ones. It's my jam. It's what I'm here to do. Part of it anyway. So I enjoy doing it. Welcome. This is going to serve for all sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo from the 9th through the 15th. Okay. Now, until Thursday, we are still in the middle of the awesome power of the Lion's Gate. So I just want to keep that in mind, because they've structured the reading, just tweaked it just a nub. Okay. You have until Thursday to really try to put down any last manifestations if you aren't able to take advantage of all the funness on Sunday, the 8th of the 8th. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pull your Sacred Geometry card, and then there's an angel that wanted to step forward besides Archangel Hameliel, which is your angel, okay? Yeah. So first, let's talk about the angel that stepped forward. You have Archangel Perpetuel, okay? And Archangel Perpetuel is talking about positive success. Basically, all the things that you want are coming. She is responsible for making sure that 10 of Cups moments, 10 of Pentacles moments, all the beautiful situations that are about show up. This is absolute success. She is here to help you navigate all the awesome stuff that is coming into your environment. The Sacred Geometry card that came out, okay, is the Egg of Life, and it's talking about the key to the blueprint of what it is that you're trying to create. So this is a creation card. This is card number 12, which reduces down to a 3, which means that there is a catalyst moment. There is something that you called in, or something that was being changed, a big something that you were trying to call into your existence with this Egg of Life, this creation effort, this creation force that you were trying to bring forward. And it is a powerful one, Virgo, okay? There's more for you to do, and again, Hameliel and Perpetuel are working together for you this particular week to work with you on that magnificent abundance that is sure to show up and be on its way. So this week we're going to use our Astro deck again, okay? I will switch it up to the in-between tarot deck next week to get the midpoint information, especially after this big cosmic energy kind of passes us. We need to kind of see what happens next week with where you're at in between the energies. We'll clarify with our White Sage Tarot. We will introduce Angel card. We will do a Magical Dimensions Oracle deck, but they're asking me to use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun to talk about the stuff that is in your vortex right now, what's in your energy field right now that is carrying over into this particular week's reading. So something that you've either called into existence, something that is still affecting you to this particular moment. So let me just pull those cards, and then I'll lay down the spread for Monday through Sunday. Now, there's a couple of important dates this particular week, well, especially for Virgo. Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, and Libra. This is your week. So if you have any of those additional signs in your chart, Virgo, then you're going to want to make sure that you take a look at those readings as well. So auspicious week for those particular signs. Sunday the 15th, for the most part, is going to be a very lucky day. Friday the 13th is actually an extremely lucky day. And then Wednesday is going to be an extremely lucky day as well. Okay, so just in general, those are some of the most awesome days this particular week, okay? So let's see what else is going on in Virgo's energy that they're carrying forward. Wishes of Fortune, okay? That is the Sun in Leo. So this is going to support you. All right, so we have concentration. This is Gemini energy in Saturn. So concentration about what it is that you're trying to manifest. Like you're manifesting hard. Now we have the energy of negotiation, which is Libra in Jupiter here, negotiation, okay? And the energy that is still with you that's going to be influential this week is, oh my gosh, I love this one. It's Venus in Leo. We've got an affair that's here. So affair doesn't mean like not what you think. It means the affair of the energy of this loving situation that is kind of coming together. So, this is going to be an awesome week, Virgo. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. So let's go ahead and lay these cards down. Cool. Here we go. So on Monday, Leo transits into, the moon starts to transit into the sign of Virgo on Monday, okay? It does have an opposition to Pisces and Neptune, which is going to be dreamy. I don't want to say airy-fairy, but it is very dreamy for some people, and some of you Virgos that are super, super tapped in are going to find that your clairvoyancy is just like, it's just blown sky high on this particular day. The other thing that's going on is Venus steps in as well. Venus starts to do her transit, which is about love and commitment and utilizing your throat chakra a lot on this particular day. Mars caps it off, and when Mars starts to do its little bit of dance in there, it really is about your willpower and your persistence for what has been going on up until this point. Okay, so you're going to be able to kind of tap into those energies on Monday. Let's see what we've got on Monday for our Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and anywhere else that it's extremely heavy in their chart. Hello. You are right on target, Virgo. This is your reading. I'm excited because you guys know that Virgo is super heavy in my chart. So I'm going to take the pieces that are for me and I will weave them in. And the stuff that does not pertain to me, I will go and I'll take a look at my other signage, which is always what you need to be able to do. Okay? That's a breath of fresh air, though. To start your reading with you being in the reading is fantastic. All right. So you're right on track. You're right where you're supposed to be. Tuesday's energy. I'm just gobsmacked right now. It's really, really good, but, you know. Tuesday's energy for our Virgos. So Tuesday we have the moon in Virgo, which has a trine with Neptune in Taurus. Okay? So we also have Mercury and Leo in an opposition to the Aquarius Jupiter situation that's going on. Okay? All right. Both cards. Got it. Got it. Got it. Love it. Oh my God. Okay. The bottom of the deck, what we have is Judgment. I talk about Judgment all the time, not being a negative connotation of what this card is. Judgment is really the energy of Pluto. It's very closely tied to the energy of Scorpio. It's about change, transformation, rebirth. That's exactly what it is. When Judgment comes, the universe has said to you, all these things have to happen. We've given you the nuggets. We've given you the pieces and parts for the things that you need to do. You put out into the cosmic Amazon what it is that you wanted. We're going to go ahead and start dumping on you and delivering everything that you asked for. Are you ready? Okay. So, here's what we have. On Monday, again, you start in your reading on your own, being exactly where you're supposed to be. You have two cards on this day. You have the Page of Swords in the reverse position. You're done looking over your shoulder because the Knight of Cups is coming in here. Now, it can be a water sign. It doesn't have to be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but again, you have a new situation that's coming towards you, okay? It is a new cup of, I can say love, but I can also say finance, restoration in a sense. It's not quite the ace, but it is a loving message. There is loving content that is on its way to you. Wednesday, we have the Four of Rods here. We have the moon in Virgo in conjunction with Venus in Virgo. This is exactly where it's supposed to be. This is all loving energy. This is Growth, how do I want to say this? Because there's so much that's coming through. Okay. Happiness in the home. Proposals for some. Proposals of marriage for some, for sure. Steady foundation. Party atmosphere. Joy. Growth. It is also 1111 energy, meaning you are being guided and you are following the pathway. So 1111, okay? You are headed towards bliss on this particular Wednesday, being in your zone, right? Gorgeousness. So Thursday's energy, what we have is the Six of Cups energy. So this is the day that the moon transits into Libra, all right? And we do have a trine with that whole Jupiter and Aquarius energy. The moon is in Libra. It starts to transition, but it has the effect of the Chiron in Aries. And we talked about Chiron before. It's personal responsibility. Where are you at in personal responsibility? Where are you at with loving thoughts toward yourself in personal responsibility? So it shows up right on time, because the Six of Cups means a lots of different types of things, but it does mean pleasurable memories of the past. Now with the moon in Libra, it's doing this other dance with your with Uranus, which is Fool energy, right? With Taurus, which is about values and being the steady Eddie. So it's wanting to start something new, but also at the same time trying to be consistent and flow with it. This is going to be a day, Thursday, of really kind of coming to terms with all the different things that are getting ready to show up, or all the different things that you've had to work through in your past. The other thing that potentially will show up is that you could have someone actually from your past pop up. Doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Someone could resurface in that energy of what Libra is doing, as far as bringing forward that energy of balance and that old loving energy. It is highly indicative, though, that there is a lot of spiritual energy that is going to be available to you on this Thursday. And that is very important that you tune in, tap into it. There's a lot of spiritual support that is around you on this particular day. Moving forward to Friday, what we have here is the Hierophant in the reverse position. So major arcana for Taurus, okay? We're talking about those steady values that came forward. Now, the Friday the 13th is awesome lucky day for lots of different types of reasons. But by the end of the day, the moon is entering into the sign of Scorpio. So 8th house energy, hopes, fears, those different types of things. But with the Hierophant that's being presented in the reverse position, there is an energy of knowledge base. There's an energy of there might be something else that you should look into on that particular day. The energy of whether it's the Hierophant or well, it could be you, the Hermit, in the reverse position, has this little bit of resistance energy when it comes to moving forward with new knowledge. So if somebody presents an idea to you, if you get encouraged to learn something, someone wants to share some content with you, this might be a day that you want to take a really good look at it. It just means you're kind of being a loner on this day. And that doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but I think what it is that you're challenging yourself, or you have the potential to be challenging yourself on new information that's been brought to the surface. Now, you're already in your mode of going in and receiving this information. If this is an official situation, because I'm going to read it all the ways, if it's an official situation, it's a potential that you're not getting the information that you were hoping to get. It could be that you're not going to receive the word about a new job on this day. The other thing is that there could be some resistance, again, to some sort of an authority. So again, it's a lot of loner energy, but what I would really say and put the emphasis on is education as I'm seeing it. So if someone is presenting something to you, or you're relearning something, today is a good day to do it. Now, what that brings is Saturday's energy of the Nine of Swords in the reverse position, which is awesome, because you've gotten over a temporary situation, whether it could have been not resting, not sleeping, being over anxious or over excited about something too, like you're kind of getting back into your steady flow. On Saturday, when Scorpio is involved with this whole big transition of those different types of things that happen, it really has this big square with that Saturn in Aquarius. And so Saturn is the planet of expansion, right? And Aquarius is that whole, beautiful, kind of going with the flow energy. So if you've been overramped in a particular situation, whatever the case may be, this day is going to kind of be very interesting. But we also have Neptune in Pisces doing its little dance with the sun in Leo. So again, this is going to be another day where you have the potential to be really, really like tuned in, and whatever it is that you're tuning into has the capacity to really clear you and provide you with this next step of information. Because of the timing of how this stuff works, depending upon what part of the US you're in and what time you're up and what time you're not, this is kind of what's going in. You're kind of receiving information, and it's going to help provide you with that next level of detail that you needed. And look what happens on Sunday. Firstly, you have the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. So there's a slowdown of some information, and I believe it's because you're taking something into consideration. All right? You're taking something into consideration with this Ten of Cups moment, okay? So you're going to be receiving the content that you need that's going to help you. Again, Judgment is here. Judgment is saying, we've got some stuff that's ready for you. Are you ready to receive this? It has something to do with what it is that you're creating, this egg of life, this blueprint. And again, you have Archangel Perpetual that's here talking to you about working with you on how to manage those big steps. I kind of feel that like she's sitting on top of this little rainbow in a sense, going, okay, all this is coming. I'm going to work with you step by step by step by step. So don't be a loner, but we are going to slow some things down so that you have the benefit of receiving what it is that you need to have. Okay? That's very strongly how I feel about it. Again, what is in your energy from present until now is the Sun in Leo, which is fortune. Your concentration, that's Gemini energy, okay? Kind of hanging out with Saturn, that expansive energy, okay? Then you have negotiation with Libra, balancing all the content that needs to come through with Jupiter, all right? And then, again, you've got an affair that's here. So this is Venus and Leo energy. So something is meant for you. There's a situation, there is a pairing, there is a coupling, there is a merger of person, place, thing, or idea that is finally going to start to present itself and unravel itself in a way that you can start taking bite-sized chunks out of it. I don't even feel I need to do clarifiers, but we're going to. Told you this was going to be juicy. Okay, so let's find out a little bit of detail about what's going on with this Hermit on Monday. Why are we in our best element here on Monday? Virgo. Oh, turn him this way, woman. Here we go. You are the light. You're seeing the light. You've gone within. You've done the work. So what we have here is bringing forth this massive amount of strength and also healing. So you've done a lot of work on yourself, and it very clearly shows up. Leo also is the area that it shows up on Monday where Leo moon starts to transit into the sign of Virgo. So that is having the effect. What that is allowing it to do, like I said, you've done a lot of healing, is this Three of Swords in the reverse position says that there's a lot of healing that has taken place for you on Monday, and you're going to continue to go through it. So congratulations to all of you that have stuck with it and done the work. How does this result? Okay, well, how it results is the ability to balance. Okay, so we've got this Two of Pentacles moment that is showing up here. So that is staying in your own lane, I guess, is the best way to put it when the Two of Pentacles shows up. There may be a decision that you have to make on this particular day, but you're in a good position with all the healing and everything else that has happened to recognize what you can drop if you feel like you need to, but really you're in a really good position to try to keep things in balance this particular week, okay? Now, we have another story for other people, and I have to go both ways, all the different ways that this is in the mix here, because we have the Hermit doing some other different things with this other spread that came up. So in the reverse position, there is someone that's kind of being a little bit of a loner, trying really, really hard to hang on to something, okay? And at the end of the day, with this other Two of Cups in the reverse position, there's more communication and things that are needed. Now, the reason I bring it up is because there were two scenarios or two situations that pop up here as it transitions into Tuesday, okay? So trying to cover all the bases here. Half of you that I'm reading this for, even though it's all going to end up well, half of you are really going through and doing the work and figuring out what it is that you need to do. The other half of you are kind of being a little bit resistant, but you're trying to hang on to something that maybe doesn't belong to you anymore. This Two of Cups is improper, well, not improper, but communication that's not necessarily coming forth the way that you want it, and you're being encouraged to go within. That's what you're resisting. You're resisting going within and seeking the additional counsel. Not all of you, but some of you. That's what it boils down to. Okay, so I read both sides of it. I tell the truth. Now let's move on to this Tuesday energy. That's where some of you looking in the past comes into play with this Page of Swords. Now, with it being in the reverse position, though, you're looking backwards at something. You're looking in your past, and you realize that what's in the past is no longer for you. Okay, so you're moving forward, which is great, which is allowing this Knight of Cups to come forward. Some of you, okay, we're going to focus on the Page of Swords first. We have Cancerian energy that's here. We have the Hermit, or excuse me, we have the Chariot. Now, originally it started to present itself in the sideways position. So basically it means that you were realizing that something was not in balance. Something was going maybe a little bit too quickly for you. You need to be able to, again, they're encouraging some of you to not resist going within, because there's more content that needs to be shared with you. For those of you that have done the work, you've gotten past this particular situation, you're allowing this Knight of Cups to kind of come in, then the Chariot says together, well, yeah, you're almost at that point. This message is going to come through, and this messaging that comes through, this loving message, this loving content, is going to be the situation. It could be that catalyst moment, which like really just pushes you really, really fast and furious, okay? And you will have earned that because you will have done the work and the healing, and are balanced enough to receive this content at this moment. That was a lot. Hopefully you were able to track with that. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups that are presenting in the reverse position, which is good. And then we have the Queen of Wands in the upright position. So the Seven of Cups in the reverse position is indicating that you will have been presented with all these opportunities, and the reason why some of you need to go within is so that you can realize what's the first thing that you need to manage. Okay, you will have support, but there's one thing that you have to start with first. When you do that, some of you are going to be in this Queen of Wands moment. Okay, it's possible that you have a fire sign that is coming to support you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but the Queen of Wands is that feminine energy of creation. But the reason why I like the Queen of Wands is because not only is she doing the active art of creating, she's actually starting to do the work as well. She's no BS type of a person. Entrepreneurial energy, whether you're male or you're female. If you're male and you happen to receive this information and it is for you, you're in the creative aspect of creating the next phase. If you're female, then obviously you're still in the creator phase, but you're actually doing more. You're taking the actual steps. You're starting with 1 and you're going to 2, which is fabulous, fabulous energy. So at the end of the day, what I get is that there is a situation that is getting ready to pop up for you. Some of you guys, this is very much a karmic situation. This is what it is that you called into the universe. This is exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You're at the right place at the right time. You're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Some of you are just at that point where you're going to turn the corner and you're going to realize, oh, yeah, okay, here we go. All right? So that is the energy for Tuesday. Let's find out what's so sexy about Wednesday. Wednesday. All right, well, that was super fast. Thank you, universe. First card. Okay, we've got a couple. Got it. There's a lot of communication that's going to be coming towards you this day. It could be very loving communication. It could be a lot of emails. It could be a lot of texts. It could be a lot of different types of different situations popping through. A lot of communication that's coming through, and a lot of it's going to be positive communication. We do have the Moon card that shows up. We like the Moon card. Now, the Moon card is it is your subconscious, but it's also about your creativity, and it's also about your dream state. So whatever it is that you have called into place, this is what the universe is trying to provide for you at this particular moment. We have 2 cards left, and so what we have is the Two of Swords in the reverse position. So there was a decision that needed to get made, and you've already made the decision, or you will be making a decision. Okay? May not have been a very easy decision. Some of you, like I said, we had these 2s that showed up on Monday, 2 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. Maybe you had to realize and you had to kind of weigh one against the other, and something had to go. If that's the case, that's fine. But a decision was made. The Hangman that shows up here is also another fabulous card, and the Hangman energy is indicating trying to go in within receiving a little bit more enlightenment on the situation. The Hangman is saying that there's more information. Some of you guys are just going to be hit with a lot of freaking downloads on this day too, which is going to be a beautiful situation, which is why the Four of Pentacles is here. I keep saying Pentacles, but it's not. The Four of Rods is an auspicious day for you, because there's going to be a lot of communication coming from Spirit. I talked about it being an 11-11. This is gateway portal energy. This is, like I said, the last day that you have the best, biggest influence of where Lionsgate could kind of come into play. So be open to receiving additional content that's going to show up. But the Hangman is really talking about receiving that next level of information from Spirit, okay, in one sense. It is also talking about being patient and being aware that you may have had to sacrifice things in the past, and the universe is on its way to help support you. There might be one or two other things that might be little tweaks that they're going to share with you that might need to show up, but they are they're indicating that that is what is about to go down. So this brings us to, that was Wednesday. Thursday's energy here now is when the moon starts to do its transition into Libra. That's that balance, that's that negotiation spirit that I really feel that is here on this particular day. Finding the pleasurable moments of the past, thinking about the pleasurable moments of the past, someone from the past maybe popping up real quick to support you. Definitely Spirit guidance showing up very, very heavy on this particular day. So this Uranus energy, this new full energy galactically with what is going on with Taurus is really good, okay, because it's creating that balance between wanting to start and rush to do something new versus the steadiness of kind of where it needs to be, if that makes any sense. Six of Cups is still balanced information, okay? It's balance. Okie dokie then. Well, we have, having had called something new in, again, we have Taurus energy, and it could also be you as Virgo, really recognizing that from the past you were trying to call in something new. The King of Cups now, in the reverse position means that there might be something that kind of sets you off a little bit, where you're a little bit out of your element, not quite ready to receive, or just kind of an emotional day. That's fine. It could be an emotional day. This is a day of having to come to terms with something that is necessary for you, okay? And then what is the outcome of this, please? What we have here is two different cards. Okay, so we have obviously a commercial. Sorry, I like my background music. Some of you are going to have a realization, or a realization about a spark that hadn't really showed up in the time that you wanted it to show up. This is a timing card for me, and this timing of the situation has you in your feels, because you're so excited about what's getting ready to happen, or the potential of what's getting ready to happen, that you potentially aren't sleeping. But I see this as more excitement than anything else. But it does look like you're going to get over it. Why? Because the next day we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position. So that is good. Let's see. All right, Nine of Swords. Give me some more detail about that one. So I love this. First card out is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so we're talking about protecting, is it in the reverse? No, it's upright. So we're talking about protecting our heart chakra from something, but we're also talking about creating the foundation. So it's almost like you've got a seed that you're trying to plant, or you have planted a seed and you are protecting it very, very tightly. Here, one more time, we have the Hierophant that shows up here, the energy of Taurus. A lot of heart chakra. Now this is the energy of Saturday, so but by the time this happens, this could have had something to do with that whole oh, hold on, my bad, nope, hold on. we I was gonna say, this doesn't seem like it's lining up here. Sorry, we didn't get to Friday. We didn't get to what was going on here with this Hierophant. Sorry. What was going on in the past with the Hierophant is that you were trying to call in something for your new growth, your new whatever it is that you were trying to bring in. We have the Hierophant on the Hierophant. I was going to say, I said what I said. This is done. The Hierophant has considered at this particular moment what it is that he was trying to water, or she was trying to water. There's more information that might be coming towards you that will help you, like, really boost whatever that is and give you the extra oomph that it is that you need. That is the energy of Friday the 13th. It's a good day. It's really a good day. Whatever it is that you're trying to create within your foundation, the Hierophant is talking about the fact you're going to receive these pentacles or this information within these pentacles. And I said what I said. The Hierophant closed it out. Now we get to Saturday. Now we get to Saturday, and now you're all finished with this energy of whatever it is that was kind of creating this anxiety moment for you. And looky, looky, looky. Firstly, we have the Sun card that shows up here. Okay, so we have Leo that shows up here on Saturday. This is the Sun in Leo doing its dance with the Neptune and Pisces right on the freaking day that it's supposed to be happening, okay? The second card that surfaced upright was the High Priestess. You have been given a high sense of intuition. Don't challenge your intuition on this particular day, especially when it comes to this Two of Wands opportunity that you have for making a choice. You can go left, you can go right. Either way doesn't make a difference. The world is in your hands at this particular moment. The other benefit is that the Ten of Wands is in the reverse position. You will have finished whatever it is that you needed to finish, and when you finish dropping it, then you get this Ace of Swords. Now, it's in the reverse position right now, so you may have felt that you weren't very, very clear, but it can't show up. The one can't start until this 10 is dropped. So you've got to finish delivering something to somebody. But it's still very much a juicy and delicious day for you, okay? I like the energy altogether. The Sun with the High Priestess, oh my gosh, this is fabulous, okay? Now we're going to transition to Sunday the 15th. So we've got this dual energy, okay? And again, that Ace of Swords coming in, that ultimate clarity that was coming forward. You're working through it. This is a day that you're going to be working through it. So when this Knight of Wands shows up in the reverse position, okay, slowing some things down a little bit, it's necessary so that you can see this 10 of Cups moment for whatever that means for you. So let's get into Sunday's energy here. Okay, well, so we have the Major Arcana of Death here in the reverse position, okay. There's a little bit of resistance, or there could have been some resistance with this this natural change, this inevitable change that would have needed to happen. So we have the Magician in the reverse position. It's possible that this person that you were dealing with, because we did have a lot of Wands energy in here earlier in the week, being aware that it might not have been, especially if you're making a decision over here, might not have been the best decision for you. A little bit not clear. But enough awareness to know that there's something that may not have been for your best and highest good at that particular moment. I don't find anything negative about the card other than just saying that, you know, it needs to be what it is. Okay, so then we have a Queen of Swords that shows up in the reverse position. So this is becoming a little bit more heartfelt with whatever the situation is. Using your heart more so over your intellect at that particular moment. That is definitely Libra energy that kind of pops up in here. And I did tell you that there was a lot that was going on with it, but look at what you get at the end of the day. You do get this 10 of Cups moment, okay? So at the end of the day, it is going to be a great day. Now, the other final card that pops up here, just so that I can close that one out for you, is the fact that it's possible that whoever may have popped up from your past was the energy of someone that you kind of just needed to put the kibosh on. It could have been, like I said, this fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Once you make the decision that that person or that situation or that was one of the pentacles that needed to be dropped, or that was one of the cups that was just not in your, something needed to go, and you make that conscious decision, then you finally get to this 10 of Cups moment. What we have at the bottom of the deck here is the World card. Love it. So the World card is sitting here with the Judgment. Okay, so Virgo, this is an awesome reading. There's so much that's going on here, but at the end of the day, it's going to be great. You're going to be able to navigate what you need to be able to navigate. Spirit is definitely here with you, going to give you the tips and the tricks along the way so that you can receive this big bag of fortune, whatever shape, way, form that you've started to manifest for it to come in, okay? We're going to go ahead and jump into an angel card, and then we're going to go into a magical dimensions, and then we'll read and see if there's anything else that I might not have articulated well from the Sacred Geometry deck. But this is going to be great. Even if you're working on dealing with someone, because again, like I said, you have concentration and affair that is in here. And an affair is a ship of some sort, companionship, business, relationship, some sort of a ship that looks like it could have been taking some of your concentration. But at the end of the day, this is showing up. Fortune is showing up for you. Let's see what the angels have to say as far as advice for our Virgo this week. It's good. It's really, really good. All the things that are important are on the days that they're important. Even that Scorpio energy that shows up, that subconscious energy on this Sunday where the sun is in Leo on this day, it's absolutely brilliant. It's just brilliant. Like everything is just lining up. The other thing is that the moon enters into the sign of Sagittarius on Sunday. It's not going to happen until like late, but it is going to happen. Okay. And then Venus enters Libra also on Sunday. So, like I said, there's a lot that's going on here. That's that Venus love that's coming through. Venus is protecting you. Venus is supporting. Holy love. This is universal protection. This is universe saying, okay, you've done all the things that we asked you to do, and now we're ready to dote on you. Holy love. Do not doubt it. Judgment is here for you. The world is here for you. This is your time. This is your time. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the Egg of Life. Got my bookie book here. I'm so excited for my Virgos. You got this. Now, utilizing the energy of this mantra, again, you have until the 12th to put everything out there if you weren't able to capitalize it on the 8 of the 8. But here you go. I choose to leave a positive imprint in my lifetime. Talking legacy, right? I choose to leave a positive imprint in my lifetime. I choose to leave a positive imprint in my lifetime. And so it is, okay? All right. It's a reminder that every person has a purpose on this planet. And you get to be active in the creation of what it is that you want to allow into your experience. And you have done the work. Many of you have done the work, and many of you are going to finish wrapping up that work real quick when you see this reading. You'll know which camp you're in here. You can bring anything in that you want. And trust that when you put your order into the cosmic Amazon, it must show up. So have faith. That's what this card is about. But holy love is saying, we already got you, okay? So the practical application for this one is that you have choices to hold and create patterns in which you want to live your life to follow. Pretty much what I just said. Choices we make within our lifetime create the pattern that we follow. So create a little bit of light on the way for yourself, right? This is your blueprint. Use the time to learn, teach, and grow. Now, I talked about Friday the 13th being a super awesome and auspicious lucky day. I also started the reading with this, and I think it's important for me to call it out again because I pretty much said what I said. Some of you are going to be resistant to either saying something or receiving content. I would not on this particular day. What you hear and what you see and potentially what you say is going to help create the strong foundation, and you're going to know it right when you do it or see it with this Four of Pentacles. You're being called to say something, do something. I mean, that Friday the 13th is going to be a super awesome day. Okay, let's go into our magical dimensions. And this will be the last card, and then I will bid you adieu. This is the card. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Got it. 2 personalities, 2 types within this reading. Each one of you guys gets a card. Okay, so the first card is this communication that I talked about on the, where are you at? Where are you? I swear you had a huge ginormous stack over here. Yep, here it is. Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I talked to you about the fact that some of you guys are going to get hit with a lot of communication. on Wednesday. It's also a really good day. That's the moon in Virgo, conjunction with Venus in Virgo. Okay, so some of you are going to just be, you're going to be lit up on Wednesday. All right, your crown chakra is going to just be lit. So make sure that you write any messages down that come through. However you need to do it, write them down. They're for you. Trust that this is the universe's way of sharing the content that you need to have. Others of you that are being a little bit resistant towards changes, the information has to do with this 10 of Wands being released from you, especially when you get to that Saturday's energy. Something has to go and something is going, all right? For sure, for sure, for sure. You can release yourself from feeling as though you have to shield your entire life, being so defensive, and feeling as though you feel like you always have to like do one of these, right? Looking over your shoulder. Some of you guys are getting past that very, very quickly, or you will. So this is an energetic card which is talking to you about the fact that you definitely have guardians that are in your field. Please call on the guardians. Please call on your angels, your spirit guides. Like I said, you can always call on the angel of Virgo, which is Hameliel. And then, like I said, Perpetual is here, because at the end of the day, however you think about it, this is providence, this is power, this is universal spirit coming in, this is all the tens and all the aces. This is the glory card right here. This is the person that's going to be able to bring a lot of that stuff to you. So either way, you've either done all the work and it's coming towards you, and some of you have a little teeny tiny bit to go, but you're going to get there at the end of the day. Use this week to your best advantage, okay? Thank you guys for letting me ramble on about that one. That was very important for me to get through it the way that I did. Hopefully, you were able to resonate with the majority of the content that I put forward. If you did, please make sure that you give it a like. You can comment below. Tell me how awesome I am. Well, how awesome Spirit is when they work with me. Just kidding. You can also feel free to share this content with other individuals. If you're just passing through and you're just catching me for the first time, welcome. But consider subscribing so that you can get all the rest of the juicy details. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node if you're looking for a little bit more content in order to give you a bigger full picture. But otherwise, I wish you so much awesome luck this week. It looks like I don't really need to give it to you because you're already going to be receiving it. Take a breath. Be prepared. You did the work, or you're getting ready to do the work. The world is changing for you after this week. Okay, Virgo, you did it. Congratulations. Or you're getting ready to finish it off. Congratulations. Many, 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 many blessings, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.